Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Want to win in life's challenges? To know the will of God and have more passion for Him? Practical help right now with Tak Bhana and Running with Fire.
Thanks for joining me for another week of these short teachings that I do on the Word of God. And hey, I'd love you to share these ones. If they're a blessing to you, tell other people about it. But you know, is there anyone in the world who doesn't want more? More from life, more purpose, more peace, more joy, more of God. We all have this aching desire within us for more. Isn't that true? We know it's out there somewhere. Every person on the planet is actually searching because they know there's more to life. The problem is most people search in the wrong directions, including Christians as well. You know, they search in the direction of maybe money or a career or success, popularity, look better, relationships, sex, drugs, screen time, so many different things. But I've got really good news for you today. Maybe you've been waiting for a long time for good news. Well, I've got some for you today. I have the answer. I have the answer to fulfill that desire for you, that longing for more. And it's found in two words: all in. Being all in and all out, living for God, because that's what's going to result in the best possible life on the earth. And the goal of this series, and this is part 4, has been to help you move a significant step forward into being all in. Just one step, but a significant step that will take you deeper into your relationship with God. Look, the reality is, deep down, we all want to be all in. We all want to be sold out to God. There's no one who doesn't want that. God's put it in us. It's a desire that God placed inside every human being. And so surrender is a catalyst behind every spiritual advance. Surrender, it's a catalyst. It's a step. You want a spiritual advance? Surrender is a catalyst. It's the fuel. It's the, whatever you want to call it, the accelerator into a spiritual advance. So Romans 12:1-2 puts it this way: I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is a good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. They say that history turns on a dime. And a dime is a defining decision, they reckon, that takes about 30 seconds. Think about that. 30 seconds can change your life. In 30 seconds, Peter got out of the boat. Changed his life forever. David charged Goliath. Changed his life forever. Esther went in before the king at the risk of her life. Changed her life forever. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego refused to worship an idol. You can make a decision today that changes your history. It's in your hand to do it. For example, why don't you fast a day a week? Why don't you start serving in church? Why don't you turn off the TV a bit more and read the Bible, pray? How about getting your family to church every Sunday? I mean, whatever it is. History turns on a dime. A 1% change, given enough time, can make 99% difference in your life. One step of surrender, I think, is worth 1,000 brilliant sermons. The best sermons are not the ones you thought were brilliant. The best sermons are the ones that resulted you in doing something, that resulted you in taking one courageous step to step into the great future that God has in store for you. I was talking to someone just the other day, came up to me, mentioned about a sermon that they had heard over the last month. They said in response to that sermon, they went on the altar call. So in the altar call, they said they heard the voice of God very clear. In fact, there's 2 people that have told me exactly the same story. And it was actually from the same sermon as well. And those decisions were like defining moments in their life. And a step into the great future that God had purposed and planned for their lives. Can I encourage you? What is that one step that you can take to be more all in for God and see His favor and blessing on your life in a greater dimension?
Tak Bhana is the Senior Pastor of Church Unlimited in Auckland, New Zealand. For more information, to make contact or to listen again, look for Running with Fire at our website, vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.